Hi everybody, it's Travis from Louisville, Kentucky, Zone 6/7, and this is a weekly garden tour. So come walk with me through the garden. This is the Mexican sunflower, still giving me those bright orange blooms. We've had bees, butterflies, birds, hummingbirds. We've had all kinds of stuff on this guy. The plumbago plant with the blue. Not many flowers. I wish I had more, but let's see what the flowers look like. Coreopsis there. There's some more plumbago. Blue Victoria Salvia. I'll walk you guys over here. Not much new. That blue Victoria Salvia is still looking good. Marigolds. Potentilla. Annabelle hydrangeas back there. Getting tall, but still no blooms. So maybe next year we will get some blooms. Moonflower vine is taking over the arbor here. Still, I've only got maybe 2 blooms off this. Maybe one day you guys will see what it looks like in bloom. Limelight hydrangeas looking their best right now in July. This will probably be a shorter garden video. Not much new this week blooming. Still, the Russian sage is in bloom. Autumn joy sedum that the bees are loving. It is now starting to turn pink. Late summer it'll start turning pink, and then in the fall it'll be a rusty pink color, darker color. Limelights. Oops. So we finally got a break from the 90-degree weather. So today it's felt kind of like an early fall day, which has been nice. Pretty skies today. Spirea, Victoria Salvia, and marigolds. This is a ground cover called Ajuga. And I've got that throughout the border. So more formal in the front, a little more organized in the front, and in the back is more of a cottage garden. Knockout roses, starting to look better. As you can see, still got some Japanese beetles. This here is our Pinky Winky hydrangea tree. And as the season progresses, the blooms will turn pink. Pretty barberry here. I think this one's called Rose Glow. I like burgundy in the garden foliage. Looks good next to the Spirea. I'm hoping they get bigger soon because I want the barberries to be bigger than the Spirea. But it looks like the Spireas are growing taller than they are. I'm not even going to mention the containers this year. I've not had good luck with those. I'll give you guys a close-up of the limelights. Got a morning glory on the wagon wheel there. These blooms have gotten so big this year. This is our red crepe myrtle. A little later blooming this year. Again, I think it's because of the beetles. But as you can see, it's covered. Give you guys a close-up of the blooms. We'll walk this side today. I don't know if you guys can see that because of the sun. Slowly but surely. It's got lots of blooms on it. Alright. Lantana, re-blooming this season. This one's called something confetti. Hydrangea called Bobo, which also gets a pink color to it. Red lobelia. yes, I've snuck a pumpkin out. Never too early to start decorating for fall and Halloween, in my opinion anyway. My favorite time of year. This is a yellow lantana. And it's just filled with the clusters of blooms. Got some snow in the summer in here with it. This is another, I think it's a Forever and Ever rose that was blooming this spring. And it's starting to rebud. Some zinnias. Asters blooming early. This is a Rose of Sharon. Landseer. Russian sage. Alright. Go through the back. Black-eyed Susans. And phlox are blooming now in late July. This guy's still got some color on it, so I didn't cut it back yet. More zinnias. I cleaned this bed up quite a bit. Got a lot of weeds out. And I'm hoping this ground cover ajuga will take over and choke all the weeds out. There's that climbing rose. Just a few more daylilies are blooming. I think this one's called Georgia Peach. Love the white coneflower with the burgundy foliage of the ninebark. Some more gladiuses still blooming. I got 2 or 3 bags of the gladius bulbs. I planted one bag first and then waited a few weeks to plant the other one, and that just gives you a longer time for blooms. So as the first batch finishes up and looks like this, then the next round will start blooming and take over. Give you guys a close-up of the Georgia Peach daylily. doesn't show up as vivid on the camera, but this is a bright hot pink phlox, new this year. This annual is called the Persian shield plant. I kept forgetting the name of it all summer, so Persian shield plant. That's what the foliage looks like. Purple, green, and like a silver color. More of the pink phlox still blooming. And the gorgeous hardy hibiscus. I think this one's called Midnight Marvel. I think it looks really good with the miscanthus here, the grass. I've planted some sage. This is real sage that you cook with, an herb. And I've planted it throughout the garden just to see where it would do best at. I don't really use it for anything, just like a ground cover and like a filler. I just like the sage color. Pretty bloom. Of course, there is a bug on it. This area is kind of yucky right now. Got some zinnias coming up. Sedum. This is another type of hibiscus. I don't know the exact name, but my neighbor gave it to me. Sorry guys, I got mosquitoes on me. Gotta show you guys another white gladius. I think the white ones are my favorite. Very pretty. But I think I'm going to mark these because I had another one back here. And I think I'm going to mark them and move them because I don't want them up against the white fence. Hardy hibiscus. Black-eyed Susans. Blue spruce. Oh, and here's a couple more patches of that sage. So far so good on the sage. Pretty color. This is kind of a newer area we were working on earlier this season. We moved the hostas back here from the front. Move those back here. This was where we had the old shed that we tore down. Just using it as a little patio for now. This is only our second season here. So we were here a year this past April. So obviously the garden is still young. We got a lot more work to do with it. Not a lot of space to fill. The elephant ear here. See it? Can you see that mosquito there? The elephant ear should probably be in more sun, but it was just an experiment thing. I didn't really know where I wanted it at the time. Hostas. Pretty bright green color next to the bluish green. Solomon seal. And coral bells, the burgundy. The zinnias back here in just about full shade. As you can see, we've got these big maple trees. So this is about 90% shade back here, but still enough light to get blooms on the zinnias. So they will still bloom in the shade, just a little later and a little shorter. Pretty orange there. Here's the purple. Another pretty purple one in there. This is a smaller variety. This butterfly weed is looking pretty. It's getting its buds on it. It could probably use more sun. I might dig that up later this year. Uh-oh, we got a pretty red gladius getting ready to bloom. It's going to be pretty, that red with that variegated grass. So this bush here, I don't know what it's called. I have no idea what type of bush this is. But the previous owners, I think, had a pool here. And so they planted a gazillion of these bushes. I mean, it was like a hedge all the way around here. Another one. So I've got to get back out here and chop them down. Don't really know what the purpose of those are here for. But anyway, I'm rambling. Joe Pye. This is Joe Pye weed. Variegated grass. There's a gladius in here. I guarantee you this guy has been in here knocking stuff over. Would not surprise me. So yeah, this was a little bit of an experiment back here to see if the zinnias and the gladiuses would get blooms on them in the shade. And as you can see, they did. Except for this one. So I'll have to move that one. I wanted to show you the butterfly bush in bloom. I may even dig this guy up to see if he'll do better in the full sun. This is just about full shade back here. Right. I had another piece of the butterfly weed. Now if I could get the butterfly weed, the red, blooming at the same time with the purple salvia, that would be pretty together. White coneflower. Here's that Joe Pye weed looking really good. This is in full bloom right now. More zinnias back there. Pretty gladius. Yep, he's helping me not. Wow, really? This is why we can't have nice things. So Mr. Edgar Allan here just broke the gladius. Yeah. So I'm gonna cut this off and take it in. Alright. So this will have to go in a vase. Glad I could share that with you guys. Red coneflower. Let's see what else we can knock down. Not. Okay. Great blue lobelia. Looking pretty. I hope this takes over because I really like it. Obedient plant is done. Pretty much is going to seed now. The white. And pretty gladius. Alright friends, I'm going to end our video here. Our tour. Hope you guys are having a good week. And take care, everybody.